Oracle comes out after the bell tomorrow. Big bellwether for the financial state of artificial intelligence spending. Last week, a credit risk gauge on Oracle's debt hit the highest level since 2009 on AI bubble fears. But our countdown closer says, not afraid of the bubble. He is Mike Smith of Allspring Global Investments. Assets under management, $629 billion. And you have three companies one of them really leaning into AI, actually all of them, but in a very unique way. So first, you don't see a bubble.
No, I don't. I think it's similar to the internet bubble, but not the same. And I think the key difference is the spending is being driven by earnings, and supply is chasing demand. And so there's a long way to go. If it's a 9-inning game, we're still bottom of the first.
Well, for publicly traded companies, there are earnings, but OpenAI is still unprofitable. It is losing money, and it very much feels like the foundation upon which a lot of these companies are deciding to build out.
That's right.
That doesn't concern you?
If they drop out of the race, somebody else will step in, and I think that's the key point. Every one of the players in the race would tell you we could do more business with more supply. And so I think we have to watch in the future when those lines cross, demand and supply, but we're just not there yet.
All right, so your picks, there are three of them in three different areas. Let's start with regard to infrastructure. You like quanta services.
I do. I think it's still early enough to invest in the picks and shovels, but I do see a transition. NVIDIA has led us to today, and most of the stock market gains have gone there. I think things are shifting, and I think power is the bottleneck, and when I hear bottleneck, I hear profits, and I think the best way to play that is quanta.
Specifically, what do they do that excites you?
So they build the transmission lines, which is a good business to begin with, right? Our infrastructure has been aging for decades. There's safety concerns with fires and things like that. They built a very large backlog before AI was even a thing, and AI has made the business better because there's such a strong bottleneck.
Your AI supplier bucket, who's in that one?
Think of that as like the map makers. So my favorite one is Snowflake. Snowflake tells you where your data is and what to do with it. And that's critical to turning all this investment into profit. And I think they're very well positioned right now.
I'm looking at their forward PE, and it is pretty rich here. 184, 64. I mean, that's high.
That's my favorite part about growth investing, Liz. I mean, the best stocks are the ones that look expensive but aren't. And yes, it's statistically expensive on short-term earnings, but they're at the very beginning of a very strong inflection in their business.
And finally, when you spread it out to the use case for companies that are not, traditionally AI or technologically AI companies, who do you like?
I like RadNet in healthcare. I think saving lives is pretty cool. I think we all could agree with that. And I think there's some transformative opportunities in healthcare to deploy this technology. RadNet just happens to be my favorite. 20% improvement already in cancer diagnosis and digital imaging, and they're just getting started.
Good to see you, Mike.
Thanks a lot.